Great. So Amiri and Valerie are now... Wait, we're done? That was 2 kobolds. I didn't want to waste all those spells on 2 kobolds. I thought we were fighting all of them. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more Pathfinder Kingmaker, as we're back at the Temple of the Elk, because I completely missed something. Yes, we went all the way back to Oleg's trading post after clearing out the Temple of the Elk, only to find that the guy who wanted us to do it in the first place wasn't particularly interested in that. So obviously we have missed something. We didn't see something the last time we were here. And I was notified in the comments about the thing I didn't see, and apparently there was a guy right up here. Yeah, there he is. Tristian, whatever the heck your name is. Next time you want to alert me to something, Tristian, don't stand in my company. Because I thought you were one of us. I totally didn't notice you. We were kind of hovered around here at the end of the battle with the huge bear, and I just totally missed him. He looked like that, and I totally missed him. We just went on our merry way. So, Tristian, what do you got to say to us?
I swear, never have I been so glad to meet a stranger. Even with the power granted me by Sarenrae, I almost lost. You have my thanks. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tristian.
Well, Tristian, you are very subtle. And P.S., again, don't stand in a big party of people if you want to attract my attention. Because Telfinar ain't having that. So a local nymph directed me here. She thinks the enchanted fog in this temple was created by the druid. You're wounded. How did you get here? We should stick together. Okay, so this is a potential companion. I've dealt with the beast, so I don't think we need to do that. Yeah, let's just progress the story here. A local nymph directed me here. What have you got to say about that?
I have never spoken to nymphs, but I believe their assessment is accurate. The creatures occupying this temple are far from ordinary animals. The power that moved them here is related to the fog. The beasts hold the fog as anchors hold a ship dancing in the waves. From what I can tell, once the beasts are defeated, the fog should begin to clear.
Yeah, you may have noticed, Tristian, that the beasts are indeed defeated and the fog has begun to clear. So the beasts are defeated. What now?
Praised be Sarenrae. Now, if my knowledge serves, the fog should weaken and eventually clear entirely. We need only wait. Perhaps somewhere more hospitable?
So you might want to maybe go back to Oleg's trading post where I just came from after almost a 2-day journey. You're wounded. Harem might be able to deal with that. Do you need aid?
You are very kind. Kindness to strangers is in short supply these days. But worry not. Sarenrae's priests are skilled in the healing arts. I can heal myself.
Oh, so you could be another potential priest and I could ditch Harem. I'd be broadly okay with that. I think we're pretty much done with you, and I'm going to assume...
You saved my life. I have no treasures or relics, but I have knowledge and the divine power of a priest. I wish to aid you in your journeys.
And indeed you probably will, but not right at this exact second, Tristian. Is there some way I can just direct you back to Oleg's trading post? I would welcome your assistance.
Thank you. I hope I will be of help.
Okay, I think we just got Tristian on board here. Yeah, well, you know what? Harem, you're out. And you're out. And you're in. We'll check you out and see what you do for a living. Harem, go back to Oleg's trading post and just be a miserable little dwarf. Let's see what you do. What's your deal? What do you got going on here? Okay, so you're neutral good. That'll kind of play along with the party broadly. All right, you're a pillar of support. Tristian arrived in the Stolen Lands with a difficult task to learn why all manner of curses seem to flourish here. Fair enough. Okay, I can probably live with you. What are you packing right now? You got a sword, a scimitar. Okay, you're not completely useless. And how about your spell book here? What do you got going on? The general usual. Oh, you actually got some offensive spells. Good. You might be a little better off than Harem is. Burning Hands. That's not nothing. Okay, Fairy Fire, and that is going to be a Pale Glow. Outline subject, Shed Light. Creatures outlined by Fairy Fire take a -20 penalty on stealth checks. Nobody is surprised by that. What else you got kicking around here? Ooh, Scorching Ray. So you basically set fire to things. Okay. You could probably have a place in the team. I'm okay with that. That sounds pretty darn good. All right, fair enough. Well, let's get on our way with our new companion and see what sort of mischief we can get up to. Okay, back at Oleg's trading post, let's check in with Jihad here, and we should have accomplished all of his little tasks at this point, his little errands to figure out the Temple of the Elk issue, and Amiri is just back to slashing at a target dummy for no readily explained reason. Oh, Tristian's hanging out with Jihad. Well, that makes a certain degree of sense, sure. All right, Jihad, what have you got to say for yourself?
May I serve you?
I found the Temple of the Elk and killed the beast there. I'm done, man.
Erastil be praised, you finally returned, my good friend. Tristian told me how you helped him at the Temple of the Elk. Thank you for heeding my request. My heart is calm and filled with confidence that I've followed the will of my God. I would like to reward your bravery. I possess no treasure, but please, take this as a token of appreciation.
So 2 scrolls of remove blindness. Where were you a couple of episodes when one of my characters was blind? I had to pay for that thing. And a little XP, no bad thing there.
As far as I know, your next target looks to be the Stag Lord himself. With the Temple of the Elk cleansed of evil, the fog surrounding us should disperse to reveal the path to the brute's lair. Of course, magic so powerful is unlikely to disappear all at once. Bide your time. Follow up on other concerns while you wait. I will gladly aid you on your noble quest. Erastil himself foresaw our meeting.
Okay, so Jihad is basically advising me to go do some side quests and level up before we tackle the Stag Lord. Sensible advice. Sensible advice for any RPG. I hear you, man. Do you understand the true meaning of your visions now?
I trust in their truth. These visions, they were the voice of Erastil himself. Quiet, but clear. Before all this happened, I believed Erastil had turned his back to me. But now, I see clearly. He has shown me divine mercy, for he has led me to you, and invited me to aid in a fellow priest's deliverance. Lady Sarenrae and Erastil walk the paths of the gods hand in hand, and so must their servants as well.
Okay, fair enough.
Tristian is undoubtedly still very young.
He is young,
is
true.
A time of naivete and confusion. But I see kindness and strength of spirit in him, traits indispensable to a priest. I sense that all that's transpired thus far is only the beginning, and the future promises great things for Tristian and for you, Baroness. This is why Erastil led me to the Temple of the Elk. Day and night I pray for you and for my young friend. May the Stag God lead you down the true path.
Well, here's the thing, Jihad. You just called me Baroness. I think you might need one of your own potions of cure blindness. Are you sure you want to give up both of them? You might need one for yourself. But putting that aside, that's about it for now, Jihad. And we may speak more later. I don't know. Alright, so we've done that. We can cross this task off our list. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to get out of range of Amiri and the horse, because those sound effects are making me mental. Now, what have we got kicking around? What are we supposed to be doing right at this point, if anything? Alright, we've done all of the errands that we had for right now. We found the Temple of the Elk, we've dealt with Svetlana's ring, etc., etc., etc. What's kicking around under Stolen Land? Our priest friends Jihad and Tristian recommend we wait until the fog clears away, then we'll finally be ready to set off for the Stag Lord's Fortress. Now, is that going to be timed, or is that based on my level? I don't know the answer to that. Is there going to be a point where something pops up and says, and you're ready to go assault the Stag Lord? Don't know. I think the only thing we've got kicking around that's important is Tartuccio. We need to get back to addressing him. We lost the trail, but Tartuccio can't escape so easily. Sooner or later, we'll meet him again. So, no fixed point of reference to go to. We're just going to bump into him at some point. And, of course, Amiri has her little kill another mighty monster quest. We'll deal with that if it comes up, but I'm not exactly charging out the door to help Amiri kill another monster. All right, so what I'm seeing, Telfanar, is we're just kind of bumming around until something happens. That sounds exactly like Telfanar. That's how he's lived his entire life, just sort of hanging out. If adventure happens, it happens. If not, we can just hang out at Oleg's trading post for a while. Let's head out on the road and see if we can get into some mischief. Well, without anything pressing to do right at the exact second, I think what might be not the silliest idea is just to create some shortcuts. Kind of connect the dots here with a few of these map locations, and maybe in the future shave off a little time when we're moving around. That was completely uneventful, but let's head down here, and that connects that one. Okay, so we've got some shortcuts now, sort of. Yes, I will go over to that point over there, and we're just going to kind of flesh out the map a little bit. Oh, everyone's exhausted already. Guys, do you think you could make it just up to this next dot? Oh.
May we have a moment of respite?
Okay, is that a thing? That is a thing. Blackberry Meadow. Oh, it's a kingdom resource. Oh, okay. So, eventually, when we theoretically have our own kingdom, that's a resource in it. Fruits and berries. Huh. Well, that's neat. I'm glad I was bumming around there. Yes, okay, everybody can have some rest. That's fine. Well, we rested without anyone popping up and trying to murder us, so let's just connect a couple more dots here. Okay, oh, so we can only go that way. We can't go through the meadow to connect this dot. We can only go in and out of the meadow. That's fine. Bring me back down to, here, if we could. Yeah. Because the last we saw of... Oh, hang on, there's a fight. I was going to say the last we saw of Tartuccio, he was kind of headed south in this direction. But we've got someone who, again, wants to pop up and try and murder us. Let's try to avoid it if we can. We have successfully evaded the enemies. Excellent. Not exactly thrilling gameplay right at the moment, I know. We're just sort of fleshing out the map and avoiding a fight. But let's head in this... Oh, Old Sycamore. Now, what is this? What is an old sycamore, apart from being a tree? Do I want to enter the old sycamore? I can't see any reason not to, Telfanar. Let's go. Greetings? Oh, Keston! You were the guy in the Aldori Sword Lord place. You were kind of like the head of the guard or something. Oh, yeah, former captain of Jamandi Aldori's personal guards. As though you'd seen each other in Rest-Off only yesterday. Yeah, it's been like a game month or something. He limps noticeably, and his clothes are stained with blood. He looks every bit as grim and focused as when you first met, but you sense a hint of excitement in his eyes. All right.
I have urgent news from Rest-Off. The investigation that I've conducted at Lady Jamandi's orders have proved your innocence. Tartuccio was and still is the Pataxian spy. That dreadful night, it was him who had opened the gate and let the assassins in. It appears that he had planned to gain the barony and Eldori's support, only to later place these lands under the command of his true patron. King Iravetti is no stranger to intrigue, and likes to use others to do his dirty work. Anyway, Lady Jamandi sends her apology.
Okay, so my innocence has been proven. We're all very clear. Everyone is clear. Jamandi Aldori is clear that Tartuccio was the spy and just generally not a very nice person. Excellent. What exactly does that mean to me, Keston?
Lady Jamandi ordered me to capture Tartuccio. We were following his trail when that damned mist fell. First, we entirely lost our way and then stumbled right into a bandit ambush. Alas, nearly all my people were wounded and can go no further. And so I'm here asking for your aid. I'll point out on the map where Tartuccio is supposed to be. Bring that scum to Oleg's trading post, dead or alive. Rest-Off will not forget this favor.
All right, so Keston's going back to Oleg's trading post, and we're going on to find Tartuccio. How did Tartuccio manage to fool you? Well, he fooled literally everyone else, except me. I knew he was not a nice guy, but how did he manage to fool you?
That sly bastard has caused us no little trouble, that's for sure. When he showed up in Rest-Off and announced he was going to join the expedition, nobody suspected a thing. Yes, a gnome, yes, a sorcerer, but so what? Even after that terrible night, some of my people were willing to bet money on you being the spy.
Well, it's not entirely unreasonable. I showed up out of nowhere just largely for the banquet. But yeah, I could see how you might think I was a spy. But no, it was
His
Tartuccio.
overconfidence was his downfall. Tartuccio's henchmen, it seems, imagined they could safely meet with Pataxian spies in the town's seedy underbelly. But Restov is the ancestral home of the Eldori, and Lady Jamandi is respected not only by the aristocracy and the common folk, but also by those on the other side of the law.
Okay, so fair enough. Tartuccio's little henchmen were informed on by other criminal members of the Aldori lands. That makes sense.
From the slums. A good friend, who wished to remain anonymous, suggested the Sword Lords take a closer look at a certain guest from Patax. Jamande immediately sent for me and ordered me to capture the spy, all very quietly, of course. He told us everything, and not only about Tartuccio. I doubt that Iravetti was pleased to hear of his agent's failure.
Okay, what can Pataxian spies hope to find in the Stolen Lands? Well, land would probably be one thing.
Pataxian spies are much like magpies. They'll grab anything that catches their eye. Information, treasure, artifacts. This time King Iravetti had a chance to seize the entire Stolen Lands region, and at the Aldori's expense. I'll give you some advice for the future. Be wary of the Pataxian king. He's truly a snake of a man.
Okay, fair enough. So we've got a hint as to where Tartuccio may be, and I think Telfanar could certainly do with a little revenge. I'll see you later, Keston. And we will continue on our merry way. Deliver Tartuccio to Keston, dead or alive. Sorry if there was a rather abrupt edit there, but Pathfinder had a very unusual crash on me. Pathfinder's never crashed on me before, but it just did, so if there was a very brutal cut there, that's why that happened. But we've left the old sycamore, we've left Keston behind, we've headed out on the road. I took a stop here just to rest and make sure everybody's ready to go, because we've got this new location of the Pine Patch up here. So let's start heading in that direction. See how we're going to get there. I don't specifically know if Tartuccio is there, but let's check it out. Yeah, we'll enter the Pine Patch. Why not? Probably going to have pines. That's my guess. Well, let's start by being stealthy. Let's just sort of creep our way up here and see what lives in the Pine Patch. Aha! What have we got?
Listen to me. A dragon, huge, sparkling, flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
Okay, so Tartuccio has disguised himself as a kobold, is rallying the kobolds to now be his little minions and find the artifact that I assume he was searching for the last time we bumped into him, and he's renamed himself Tartuk. Oh, Tartuccio, 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 what are we going to do with you? Probably kill you. Okay, so Dragon Glory, Dragon, the Mytis under the old sycamore. Huh, under the old sycamore. All right, they possess magic treasure. Very ancient. And we've got some alignment checks here. We can go lawful good and tell them to stop deceiving the reptiles. I don't really care about kobolds. There's one thing I never expected to see in the middle of the forest, a circus show. Oh yeah, that is absolutely what Telfanar would say, yes. Hi, Tartuccio.
Than being as silly and foolish as you. While you were following my trails, I was preparing an ambush. To arms, my tribesmen. Don't let him escape.
Well, I think we've got a fight on our hands here, but that's okay. Okay, well, let's get out of stealth for a start. We're not, obviously, stealth hasn't really worked here. Now, what can we do with our time? How about we make Valerie into a giant tank? So, Octavia, why don't you enlarge person on Valerie? And then Tristian, I noticed you have bull strength. Why don't you do that on Valerie? So she's just going to be a ginormous tank that's going to stand in front of everything and, well, cut down a whole bunch of kobolds. Lindsay, obviously start singing. We all know that's what you're here for. And everything else, I think I'm going to wait for them to come to me like they are doing right now. All right, Amiri's already in. And I think I'm going to use Burning Arc. I do like that spell. It seems to hit pretty reasonably well, and as we get better and better, we're going to hit more targets with it. Anyone else need something to be doing? No, you're all kind of doing things right now. Good. Okay, Tristian got Bull Strength off. Why don't you peel back? You're not exactly a frontline guy here. And Octavia, you going to get that enlarged person? Yep, you sure are. Now, while we're here, may as well do enlarge person on Amiri as well. She's already taken a hit, but I think she's going to be okay right at this second. So go ahead and... Alright, you're just throwing in acid splashes, that's fine. Okay, great. So Amiri and Valerie are now... Wait, we're done? That was 2 kobolds! I didn't want to waste all those spells on 2 kobolds. I thought we were fighting all of them. Okay... I guess we're done. That was less fun than I wanted it to be. I was looking for a huge battle there with my huge companions. Let's at least do some looting here. Gold, yes, absolutely. Pearl, a spoon. I can probably live without the short sword. I will take the copper rings, because it's just good weight to value. And search around the sycamore is what we were told to do. I'm sure Tartuccio is completely buggered off at this point. He's probably nowhere to be seen. Aha, there's something over here. An imprint on the ground near the empty chest. It looks like another chest of the same size recently sat beside this one. So there was 2 chests, and now there's only 1. All right, what else is there to find around here? There's some stuff right there. Oh, food. Good, because Telfanar is all about the cooking. Onions and potatoes, and what is that? Fowl. Okay, good. I can probably make those chicken wing things again. And, oh, more food? Haggis. Oh, it's a recipe for haggis. And I have all those ingredients, too. I have no desire to make haggis, but apparently I'm going to learn how to do it. Flour and butter, and where's this? Rice. Okay, good. Let me just quickly read that recipe before I forget to do that, as I often do. Where does that live again? There we go. So let's copy the recipe. Good. Now I know how to make haggis. That's terrible, but there it is. And let's keep poking around this area. Search around the old sycamore is what they had said. I just don't know which one is the old sycamore. Well, that's the way out, so it's not going to be around there. Oh, camera angles. Everybody head down in this direction. Let's see what lives down here. Oh, okay, there's a little mushroom thing. It's probably just a mushroom, but what is it? It's a mushroom, isn't it? Yep, it's mushrooms. Okay, that was less interesting than I wanted it to be, but keep going, folks. Oh, there was another kobold archer over here, but I don't think, I don't think that's going to be any problem at all. One single kobold archer. What do we got? Gold and an earring, and is that, yeah, those bow, oh, short bow, not so much on the weight to value there. Okay, well, apparently there might be 1 or 2 more enemies kicking around here. So let's just play it a little bit safe. And by safe, I mean, I think we're going to be good. Oh, hang on. Amiri passed some sort of perception check there. Ah, did you find a thing? You found an ancient coin again. Okay, well, good job. Good job. And Valerie is encumbered. All right, that's kind of a pain in the neck. So Tartuccio headed back to the old sycamore, which is where we just were before we found him in the pine patch, but let's head back in that direction. Just kind of chasing him around, which is, I suppose, kind of the point of the story. Let's head down here and down here. And what I think we'll do is rest here. Yeah, everyone's doing a thing? Yes, good. Let's rest here, make sure that we're totally prepared to go in and see Tartuccio. Okay, good. I think we're as good as we're going to get to face off against Tartuccio. If indeed we're going to face off on him, he might just be running away again. But let's meet up with him in the next episode, and we'll call it on Pathfinder for today. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Johnny, you can shoot a thing 3 times with your pistol now. And I'd like to talk to you about that. I would like to have a discussion with you, Johnny, about shooting something 3 times with your pistol. Specifically, that thing.